This is ABC 13 Community Close-Up. Viva Houston.
Welcome back. There is new leadership at the top of the Houston Community College. Dr. Cesar Maldonado is an engineer by trade who's bringing a new business sense to one of the largest community college systems in the nation. He faces some lingering challenges, but his focus is on the students and community. Dr. Maldonado, welcome to Viva Houston.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right. Thanks for coming on. Well, you've been at the helm now at HCC for about 2 months. What's your assessment so far of being there?
Well, in 2 months, you can't really get a complete assessment, but I can tell you that it's a solid institution. We've got talent and leadership both in the faculty, staff, and the students, and that's one of the things that that reflects very well on the community and the leadership that the institution has had prior to my arrival.
Okay. You're, of course, making an assessment still, a couple of months in. What do you feel at this point are some of the priorities you want to take under your leadership and some of the focus you wanted to redirect maybe as you move forward here?
Well, initially, the highest priority item for me is alignment. Alignment of our resources with our strategic mission, with our finances, with our growth plans, and that's much easier said than done. The alignment of the institution and its the assets are very important and critical to the success for the community. So that's my top priority right now, is aligning the institution prior to taking steps moving forward in our growth plans and our student success plans.
When we talk about aligning and focusing resources, what do you think the main mission of the college system is, and how does that alignment fit in?
Well, obviously the main mission of the institution is to have students move through its processes and gain an education that's going to allow them to have productive careers, whether it's in workforce or downstream education at universities and professional schools. So the alignment is not only within our organization, it's aligning the entire system. When you look at the ISDs that we partner with, which would be an upstream alignment, and the universities and the industry partners that we look at to work with us downstream. So it's both upstream and downstream from our organization. But certainly within our organization, there are a tremendous number of assets and talent that need to be aligned in order to allow students to move through the process and yield productive results for the students themselves, industry, and the community.
I know, again, your tenure there has been short at this point, but what do you feel some of the challenges are that you need to address moving forward as well?
Well, the budget's always a challenge. We're a growing institution. We have an ongoing changing environment. One of the things that private industries had to deal with in success is reacting to the change environment. Education hasn't been as quick to react to that. Today's environment demands that of all of us. And so the biggest challenge is going to be getting our organization to be responsive to students and the private sector that is expecting our graduates to go right into the workforce, and the university partners that we have that depend on us to give them a student pipeline to feed their universities and yield success for them as well.
You're talking about budget. Of course, we've got the $425 million bond issue on the table as well. How will that impact what you all do there at HCC?
Well, no secret, 21st century education is a key to success in the community. And that $425 million investment in our infrastructure is important. We need the facilities, we need the equipment, we need the systems to yield that 21st century education. Transformation is something that is very difficult to define, but is something that we all understand needs to happen. To move from where we are today to a 21st century organization, to be responsive to industry and to students, it's critical that we have the facilities to do that. $425 million of investment gives us that.
So when we talk about expansion, which I've heard you say a couple of times, we talk about this bond issue, $425 million. Growth and expansion is going to mean more buildings throughout the greater Houston area as far as HCC is concerned to continue your expansion.
That's correct. It gives us a larger footprint. I mean, we have tremendous assets in our system right now, but this allows us a bigger footprint, and not only in current programs, but there's new programs that are coming on board that will be developing, again, a 21st century education.
Okay. Dr. Cesar Maldonado of HCC. Congratulations on the new job, 2 months in.
Thank you.
And a lot of people are counting on you. Appreciate you coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.